brief overview of DB Services FM Quickstart, our free ERP template available to the community at www.fmquickstart.com. FM Quickstart is separated into two sides, sales and purchasing, which can be toggled in the top left as you see here. When users log in, they land on the dashboard, which is a dynamic based on which side of the application is selected. As we switch to purchasing, you can see that both the top nav and the dashboard options change. Dashboards are open action items that we display to give users a quick look at their open workload, ensuring nothing slips through the cracks. Here we have two task dashboards, one that is a simple list filterable by user, and the other that is an interactive drag and drop calendar. The remaining dashboards are open records in various modules such as opportunities, leads, purchase orders, and shipments. The QuickBooks dashboard displays records that are ready to be synced to QuickBooks via the QBO API, which is included in FMQ out of the box. Both sides of the application have access to the CRM, which is the company and contact modules. As you can see here, we've implemented a consistent UI throughout the modules in the application that have a master detail view on the left, detail fields at the top for the record, and related data within tab control at the bottom. Locations are managed within companies through this location tab, where you can create a new one with this button or modify an existing by clicking on the row. Within the contacts module, we allow for multiple contact methods within a single person, as well as management of groups. Groups allow you to add multiple contacts from different companies together and export a CSV that you can use to import into mailing lists and marketing software. Leads serve as a repository for unqualified opportunities, keeping unnecessary data out of your CRM. As leads are qualified and converted to opportunities, they create a company, contact, and of course, opportunity record, thus populating the CRM. Opportunities allow for management of multiple quotes in a single place for larger deals or revisions. Multiple contacts can be assigned to an opportunity, and BANT scores can be configured to determine certainty. Moving on to the quote module, this is where salespeople can create line items by selecting products from the product database, allowing them to craft and send quotes to customers. Once quotes are converted, they then turn into orders, and inventory for those products is reserved. From orders, multiple shipments can be made as needed to fully ship out and consume the inventory, which is managed here. Returns can then be leveraged to replace inventory when things are sent back as needed. Moving on to the purchasing side, we have purchase orders, PO receiving, returns, work orders, and bills. Purchase orders function similarly to the opposite of orders, where you are purchasing instead of selling goods and in turn increasing your inventory. That inventory is then actualized when it is received. This is very similar to the shipment workflow, and returns are when things are sent back. So again, the opposite of the return workflow on the sales side. Work orders are used to generate new inventory from untracked materials, effectively creating inventory in Quickstart out of nothing, as those items are not tracked. Builds serve as a way to consume components in order to create others. In this example we have here, 5, 2, and 3 quantities of these products respectively would be consumed to generate one of this one. Moving on to the report module, we have a number of canned reports, as well as a pivot table and generative AI, which is in beta in the report module. The generative AI leverages an open AI GPT integration that allows users to generate line, bar, and pie charts based on submitted queries. The pivot table leverages chart.js implementation to display data in a customizable fashion, whether you'd like to look at stacked bar graphs, heat maps, table views, line charts, it's all available there. Going into setup, we can see where all the configuration takes place. Preferences serves as an overall system settings with logos that are uploaded, which are viewed throughout the system. Payment types and item categories are synced with QuickBooks as part of the QBO integration. OpenAI key for the report, the generative AI report, as well as SMTP and OAuth with Google configurations for server emails. The product database is where users can view and manage available products and inventory. It shares the same master detail with tab view at the bottom, and this detailed inventory view shows the full history of how things have moved throughout the system. Commission structure allows staff to configure commission payouts for orders based on the number of orders sold and percentages that come with it. That feeds into a commission report off of the report module. Finally, the users module is where admins can manage access and permissions for individual users, including which side of the application they can access, which you can see here. This creates actual FileMaker security accounts. You can change the username and password here. Their passwords are not stored within the record. They are simply used to create and edit the account as needed, and temporary passwords can be configured as well. The goal is to allow regular users and admins to manage access to the database without knowledge on how to use managed security with a full access account. Thank you for taking the time to watch our overview. If you have any questions or would like to discuss implementation, you can reach us from our website at www.dbservices.com.